I'm Garnet, this is Eggs. Famitsu Magazine, RuneFactory.com, and a new trailer I'll have playing as I talk have revealed all of the marriage candidates and some other stuff as well. Very exciting. I have a link to the trailer in the description. You'll want to watch it with sound. I'll also have the official site in English and Japanese because it's worth looking at both of those. Whatever I have in the background right now will probably be from a mixture of the trailer and the websites. What the fuck? Okay. What are you doing? Marriage candidates first. There are a total of 16. 12 normal ones, 6 of those being the gods that I already figured were going to be. And the other 6 were also very predictable. 2 more being the main character that you don't play as. And 2 more are DLC characters. So yeah, that adds up to 16. I wonder if there will ever be more DLC ones or if I'm getting greedy. Let's start with the gods. We got Uraraka. It's localized as Ulalaka. The goddess of spring and merriment. I thought Earth would make sense, but okay, merriment. Matsuri, the goddess of summer and swords. She's a war goddess, I guess. Also thought fire would make sense, because the next 2 will have elements. Kurama, the god of fall and wind, and he looks like a Tengu. But yeah, the wind, that's why I thought earth and fire. He likes games. Out of the guys, I think this is the one I'm going to marry first. He's the most interesting for me. His hair is feathers. He has such a cool design. And I love like long hair and glasses together. Fubuki, the god of winter and water. We got another element. I don't understand why the girls... I'm not going to be over that. He has wolf ears and a tail. I thought he was a fox at first. I probably called him a fox before when we first saw him. The site calls him a half-beast, and I want to know what exactly that means. Like, is he a were animal and a god? Can you be both? Or does he just happen... There just happens to be gods that have animal ears and they have nothing to do with where animals or half monsters. I don't know. Maybe he's half god. Also, I wonder if like Ulalaka and Matsuri are also supposed to resemble other beings and I just don't get what they are, since we have a Tengu and a wolf. They never actually call him a Tengu, but that's what he looks like, and he has feather hair. So Kanata is the goddess of light and heaven. So she's like the top god. She is the god. I thought her title would be Sun Goddess because she's got like a sun thing here. And I mean, I guess she kind of is. It's light. Kai is the god of Oni and the underworld. He looks like an Oni. So yeah, all the guy gods more or less resemble yokai. But the girls just kind of look normal. I want to know why. I want the girls to look more interesting. I mean, they do look good. They look good. They look good. I want them to look like monsters. So for the other 6 normal candidates, we already knew the waitress-looking girl, Iroha. She owns a tea house, and I think she's really cute, actually. I thought she was, I mean, I liked, like, the green in her hair before I think I commented on, but otherwise I kind of thought she was boring, but, like, the more I see her, I'm thinking that she's cuter and cuter. She's not my top girl, though. We'll get to that. Murasame, the very big-looking samurai. A lot of people seem to really, really like him. He's not exactly my type. Big muscles. But he might be really cool, actually. He might be really cool. I might marry him eventually. He's got a lot of scars. I think we already knew Ikaruga was a bachelor, but I don't think we knew his name yet. He's a mystic? Something else, like if you translate Famitsu, they call him an Onmyoji, which would make me think that like he's like he's kind of like a dragon priest, like this country's version of one. Because I would think that means that he can communicate with spirits and like ward off evil spirits. The dragon priests and like priestesses from other games, they could do that sort of thing. So that's kind of what I think he might be kind of like, but different maybe. He leads the Jingasa Corps. Yeah, I'm very interested in learning more about this one. I commented on his eyes before. A lot of them have this eye color. The next 3 I'm about to tell you, I thought might be candidates, but I wasn't like 100% sure. I more or less guessed all of it though. Like, none of this is a huge surprise. Hina is a bachelorette. I wasn't completely sure if she was like supposed to be an adult or a teenager yet, but But yeah, she is an adult. That gives a very good idea of how much time passed between this and 5, assuming that were animals age like humans. She's wearing the seed uniform, but this says she's an archaeologist. Goggles guy, Mauro. I'm having a struggle. My brain wants to pronounce it like that's an O instead of a U. Well, I hope I don't talk about him very much. He doesn't look like my type. I might not talk about him very much. He's a bachelor. He's the one with the airship, and the airship, I remember before, had Mermaid Porco on it, so I think he might be from Sylphia, or at least was there at some point. He's a foreigner. And a treasure hunter. In Tides of Destiny, Beatrix, that was her name, right? She wanted to hunt for treasure. I don't think there's a connection there. It hit me, I don't know. So we have a treasure hunter and an archaeologist, and we've seen them like on the ship together. Most importantly, in my opinion, the villainess, Clarice, it's Clarice, is a bachelorette. I'm so glad. I wanted her to be. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get that, because we haven't had that since Rune Factory 1. Well, okay, we'll dug a little bit. But is Karuna kind of okay. But that is so cool. So I'm assuming we probably at least have to get to, I don't know if we'll have to finish the story first to marry her, or just get to a certain point in the story to marry her. Yeah, I'm assuming she's gonna take a little bit of work, but I think she's gonna be probably the first girl. I don't know. I really like what did I say her name is? I'm not used to their names yet. Sorry, Kanata. I really like Kanata too. The blondes. I think I'm probably going to marry Clarice first. Too bad this other villain isn't the one that was like we saw in the background before, because he looks kind of unique. He probably wouldn't be my first pick, but I thought the other people would probably like him. This is a good selection though. This is very good. And of course, I'll remind you again that the other main character will be a candidate as well, Kaguya or Subaru. And it did hit me that like them being the other main character means that you can never be gay with them. They can be gay with the others, but like since you can't obviously be two of yourself. So it's just kind of an interesting side effect of that. Not really anything that can be done. I just thought it was interesting. Still not exactly sure what the role of the other person is when you're not playing as them. It says that you're like childhood friends with the other person. But like we've also seen them like fighting on dragons. I don't know what happens. On to the DLC candidates. Pilika? She's a hunter, and look at her boots. She's really cute. I love her eyes. Her eyes are beautiful. She's really pretty. I like her a lot, actually. And then the dude one, I'm sorry, I really don't know how to say his name, and I'm afraid to try. I'm afraid, but I'll put it, you'll see it on the screen. However you say his name, I'm gonna need to figure that out. I wonder if we'll get to see what he looks like better, because he is wearing a lot. I'm not entirely sure like what his hair looks like. Other than the color, you can see a little bit peeking out. He's a mechanical expert. This calls him a puppet master. That gets my attention. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Honestly, mechanical expert makes me wonder if he could have been from the sex. I hear that's how I say it, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said that out loud on video, but I won't pronounce it any other way. Or Republic, because it was a Republic after 4. But like, because they're very mechanical, they're very machine based. But his name and the way he's dressed doesn't seem like he could be from there. So I don't know. That's just interesting. We'll see if there's any connection. I guess I want to know more about him a lot. I said earlier, I noticed that 4 of these candidates have pretty much the exact shade of green eyes. Like. It's pretty. I mentioned how pretty it was when I first noticed on Ikaruga, but there are so many shades of green that exist. Why did this happen? They did not all have to be this similar. That's too much. Like even the blues like vary more than that. They have a lot of blue eyes. They still vary more than that. What the hell? I would like some really like emerald or like really dark olive. Ooh. I don't know who designed the characters. Someone just really loved that shade of green. Something else I noticed is the lack of elves and dwarves. Aside from Hina being a were animal, I think everyone is either a human or a god. or gods that might be mixed with other things, since, you know, all the guys definitely resemble other things. There's a good variety with the gods because of that, with the guys at least. But I don't think, with species overall, that there's not like super great variety with that. I'm not seeing any pointed ears. Unless they're being covered up by hair, no pointed ears. There's usually at least one elf, half elf, or dwarf that you can marry, if not a small handful. Are they not in this country? Like, because this isn't in the kingdom of Norad. I think Azuma is its own country, I'm pretty sure. I think Azuma is the name of the country. And I know elves have their own country. So like, do we not get along? Are we not allowed? Are elves not allowed to be here? We? Am I an elf? Why did I say we? I need to add pointed ears to my character. Can I do that on here? I don't think I've seen that option. I actually wanted more elves and dwarves because I wanted an elf bachelor, since we always get bachelorettes. We have seen guy elves, but we haven't been able to like marry them aside from like as a child in 2. And I wanted a dwarf bachelorette because so far we have never ever seen a female dwarf. Ever. No one ever said they didn't exist, I don't think. I don't remember anyone saying they don't exist, so I've wanted to see one. I wanted to marry one. Maybe in 6. 6 is still a thing we're waiting to know more about, so let's hope for that in 6. For non-marriage candidates, we still know very much. Not much has been revealed about any of them. I hardly even names. I don't think we've seen anyone new. I've seen the bunny priestess again. I think she must be a bunny were-animal. I don't know her name. I don't think we've seen her name. Either I forgot it or we haven't seen it. The little girl is Suzu. I don't know if we already knew that or not. I wonder if she's related to Iroha, since she's like shown patting her head and they keep like being like standing together at the tea shop, I think it is. So maybe her little sister. We saw a guy actually that we might not have seen before actually. I wondered if it was the dad. Might be the dad. I'll put it down on the screen. I think there might be a dad here. I don't think we have names, for anyone else. So far, aside from thinking that one villain guy would be neat as marriage candidate, I haven't seen, I mean, probably people want to marry the dad guy, but aside from that, I haven't seen like any that are going to frustrate me not being able to marry them so far for the other characters. I'm sure there will be. We've hardly seen anybody aside from the marriage candidates, so I'm just waiting. I'm just dredging that moment where I see someone I can't have. I have seen no Saint Coquilles. There better be one. They're marriageable or not. You can't have a Rune Factory game without one. They have. I'm so afraid that they're like trying to like phase them out or something because they stopped giving us the daughters, and like I was hoping they'd eventually give us sons, not take away the daughters. I'm losing my mind. I've probably done this rant before, but they're my favorites. They are my favorites. The fat ones and the rest. I'm okay. I want to marry the fat ones. So we're still waiting to see a Saint Coquille. Hopefully there is one. And maybe one day I can marry one again. Hopefully a fat one for the first time. The trailer shows you can assign characters to the different villages, like to fill specific jobs. Not like marriage candidates or anything. These characters seem like they were created like just for this. They're not extremely eye-catching. For monsters, I saw Kappa. I'm gonna get a Kappa. And Tanuki, I think. I would have liked to have a Rune Factory version of the Kappa, like from like Harvest Moon Story Seasons. I would have loved to have a Rune Factory version of him as a bachelor. I think that would have been really good for this game, considering the setting. And they have Kappas. I want one. Then why isn't one of the gods that? They could have done a girl one. We could have had a bachelorette Kappa. Oh. Okay, so for the story, I had no idea what was happening in the trailer. I was not getting what exactly the story is from that. But the site says that a huge object fell down from the sky, and like sent like terrain to the sky and into the sea and caused runes to stop flowing, which weakened the gods, and like messed everything up. So the gods must function like the native dragons, because that sounds pretty much like how that would work. And I mean, they gave like elements to 2 of them. I thought they were all get elements like the native dragons, and they would just be like that but human looking. But yeah, they need runes. Runes are important. You have a dream about dueling dragons, and a voice tells you to become an earth dancer. So you're not born an earth dancer, like how earthmates are just born like they're basically a species, or like a type of human. I wonder what exactly all the differences are between earth dancers and earthmates, aside from dancing. Obviously, you don't dance as an earthmate. And I mean... In 5, we were the last, or at least said to be the last, earthmate. And I'm assuming we're still alive. I'm assuming Hina probably doesn't age like an elf. I'm assuming she is like a human. We're probably still alive. There probably still is like at least one earthmate alive. But yeah, we have earth dancers now. Have those always been a thing? So clearly you need to save the gods. That is the goal. I don't know what else we're supposed to do. We clearly have an enemy here. There's clearly villains. It probably takes a little while to unlock and marry all the gods if they're weakened, I would assume. Unless we can marry them weak. Exploring looks so fun. I'm going to get lost. I assume there's a way to teleport, right? Look at this part in the trailer, jumping across with the umbrella. That looks really scary, actually. But that looks so fun. The world looks so big. I mean, I would certainly hope the world will be huge with 4 villages in it. Customization looks pretty fun. I hope it doesn't feel too stressful planning out 4 different villages though, because yeah, each season has like a village. It's this, the spring, the summer, the winter, the fall. They each have a god for that. That seems like a lot. What doesn't seem like a lot is the amount of candidates for 4 villages though. This is a lot of marriage candidates. 16? But like for 4 whole villages, I don't know. I feel like we should just have like a crap ton. I am greedy, but still, I think it would make sense. I hope the other characters make it feel lively enough. It does look pretty lively in the beginning of the trailer. Lots of people walking around. Not a lot of interesting designs for them. They look like they're there just to fill space pretty much. That does like exist in the other rune factories, is like, other random villagers walking around, but there's usually not a lot, just like a couple here and there, and like all the liveliness is from like the actual characters that we care about. So that's a little different. I know there must be a lot of characters that we just haven't met yet. Looks like there is a limit on buildings, 20. Because you can see it when they're showing off the customization. I'm assuming that's per village. And then 120 decorations. And villages have levels. This shows level 6, and there's a scenic score. Let me take myself off the screen. I want to look at the Japanese site. I might want to look at both sites. Yeah, they have all of the characters listed for both the Japanese and American sites. So you can see all the characters, and there will be like descriptions for them. I'll look at them in English in a moment. What? A dog? Snow dog? I want the umbrella. But yeah, they have them. I don't know why Rune Factory 4 again. I understood why they had like Rune Factory 4 outfits in 5, because it was the next game after 4. I understood why they did that. I don't understand where we're doing 4 again for Guardians of Azuma. I haven't like read what all of these items are. I don't know if these are like pins. I just kind of glanced by them because I know I'm not getting any of this. But I think it's neat to look at. That's really cute. She looks really good in that. Forte's outfit. I would like to have the little keychains. I love keychains. I have so many keychains. You want that? That poster or something? Oh yeah, I liked this. Yes, this is like a poster, like a wall scroll thing. I like that a lot. I would like to have that. Oh right, yeah, you will be able to wear Frey and List. They couldn't have picked another game. I like the outfits from Rune Factory 4. Rune Factory 4 is my favorite Rune Factory. We didn't have to have this twice in a row. That's the release date, May 30th, this year, 2025. I had a dream. Last night, I had a dream that was out already, but the release date wasn't there yet. Like, I had it early for some reason. I'm dreaming Rune Factory, yeah. Here's where the story is. If you click see more, you'll get what I was looking at earlier, what I probably put in there. And then the characters. So yeah, they have like less information on the North American site, but it is pretty much the stuff that you're probably looking for the most. You know, the characters, you're probably looking for the marriage candidates. I probably put this on the screen at some point where it shows everyone in the squares. Live stream, January 22nd. I don't know if I'll watch it, but I'll try to remember. And that's a Wednesday. Back to my face. Hi. I don't remember exactly what I wanted to go to the North American site for, but you know, I showed you around. Yeah, the links are in the description. I think it would be really stressful to have to pick through all the different like Japanese ones, because you're not going to want to buy the game a whole bunch of times, but you might want all of the stuff. So I'm kind of glad that we just don't even have the choice. But yeah, right there, there's a fan. I'm not like looking at it right now. There's an art book, a CD, a fan, the Wooly. Yes. Oh, I love those freaking little Wooly, those Wooly heads so much. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say. I got really scatterbrained. I'm sorry. That's all for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If anything else very exciting happens, I'll probably make another video. I can't imagine anything else being, I mean, maybe if we see more of the villagers. But we've seen all the marriage candidates, and that's why I wanted to know the most. So, I can't wait to learn more about Rune Factory 6 now. I want to know about Rune Factory 6. I know what I'm getting for Azuma. I want to know what's in 6. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!